Hello all, and welcome to this afternoon's beer review, which I am dubbing the Thanksgiving beer review. It's post-Thanksgiving. Wasn't a very good one. Seems like, well, I don't want to get into it. But hey, that's why there's beer. So what beer are we reviewing today? Well, as you know, I like sour beer, so I am reviewing a Gose, local Gose. Again, got a growler pour. This is from Lanikai Brewing, and it's Get Pitted Gose with Lanikai and Hawaiian rock salt. So I'm finally having a Gose that's using Hawaiian rock salt, and I'm pretty stoked about that. Maybe next we'll have something that's like a pink rock salt, you know, pink Hawaiian rock salt. But anyways, Get Pitted is some sort of surfing term that I have no idea what it means. If you know what it means, please comment below. I always want to go here. Please comment below when this gets uploaded several years from now. And oh yeah, ring the bell. Hit like, ring the bell, yank the dong dong, whatever. Anyways, this is 4.7 ABV. It's a Gose with Lanikai and Hawaiian rock salt. And somebody with a small penis just drove by. Whenever somebody goes by on a loud vehicle, you know, one of those purposely loud vehicles, they have small penises, and that's been scientifically proven. People, scientifically proven. Quote me on that. So, let's have some beer, shall we? In retrospect, I think I forgot to go and clean the bottom of this, but that's okay. Holy mackerels. This is a very cloudy, obviously unfiltered Gose. The head dissipated quite quickly, but that's probably due because there's a little bit of dust on the bottom of the thing here. Very well carbonated. And whew, it is redolent of Lanikai. Very strong smell of Lanikai. What's Lanikai? It's a tropical fruit. It's almost like so strong it almost smells like overripe Lanikai. Salt is really heavy minerality there. So kind of the top note is a Lanikai with underneath very heavy minerality. More minerality than I've detected in other Goses. Bit of funkiness there. Sour Brett funkiness. And despite the lack of head, and I apologize for that, still very strong bouquet because it is, I don't know if I can see it here because it's so cloudy and unfiltered, but this is very carbonated. There's actually quite a bit going on here. Wow. There's Brett funkiness, or sort of wheat funkiness. The wheat funkiness is in the lasting finish. Fruit is in the front and also in the finish. Sort of fruitiness is kind of like a top note. Is very ripe. Very, very ripe Lanikai. for a 4.7 ABV beer. Probably due to the amount of juice that's in this, I would suppose. I'm guessing that most of the stuff that's hanging in here is, you know, part of the Lanikai. Lanikai is quite cloudy when you make a juice out of it. It's not overly sour, so it's definitely not like tongue-scorchingly sour like some American Goses are. It's probably got a bit more of a citric kick than traditional Goses, but not all the way to American style. Which is good, because it allows actually a lot of the wheat to kind of shine through in the finish there. Salt is sort of there. It's there when you look for it. It's not something that's there and apparent when you're drinking it. It's there, and you know, it's like I thought, oh, maybe I should go and start thinking about the mineral aspect of the Gose here, and it's like, go there and I drink it, thinking of that, and it's like, boom, there it is. It's providing almost like a neutral palate for the rest of the flavors to kind of bounce off of. It's definitely there. It's in the base there along with the malt, perhaps even more so than the malt. You know, just underneath, and all the other things are kind of playing on top of that. The bread, the fruitiness, the wheat, the funk. Salt is definitely the strongest in the mids there. Despite the thickness on the palate, it's still very refreshing, much like a orange juice, or in my case a grapefruit juice, would be refreshing. I'm just loving the interplay of funk, salt, malt, fruitiness. It's all exceedingly well balanced here. This is a very well balanced beer. I have a feeling though that it was more than just a dust. I'm going to go and definitely give it a pour into another glass for the rest of this later, and that I know for sure is 100% clean with no dust on the bottom. But I have a feeling that that the head is very quickly receding, even for a Gose style, but that's okay, because the beer underneath it is pretty excellent. I'm kind of blown away by this, you know? It almost has a sea, almost like a sea aspect to the minerality to it, you know, like ocean-ish. It is sea salt. So I'm wondering if the mineral profile there is kind of leaning towards that as opposed to that sort of whetstone profile that I get from, you know, when I say minerality. What, you want to come in? I think one of my chickens wants to visit. You want to come in? You want to go and make an appearance on camera for the first time? Come on. Come on. Come on. Don't just stand there. Okay. You have to be a good chicken though, okay? Well, I don't got much more to say on this. Again, this is Lanikai Brewing. Here's Cordon Bleu, creator of Blue Eggs. And, so, well, I guess she didn't want to come in. Oh well. In, out, in, out. Get pitted Gose. Excellent Gose, truly excellent Gose. Nicely complex. I'm not sure if it's a one-time off thing from Lanikai or if it's going to be one of their regulars. I know that they kind of make a lot of, they don't really have a lot of standbys. I think they only have like 2 or 3 year-round regulars, and the rest of them they kind of brew seasonally and change it every time. And I think this is about their 3rd Gose, or 3rd sour, excuse me. And I have to say, out of the sours I've tried from them, this is definitely one. They're getting better at it. They're definitely getting some major chops at this, and I have really dug this one. It's not some sort of adjunct gimmick where it's just the adjunct and table salt. It's definitely a nice, serious Gose underneath it, a nice, solid Gose. If you can, go out and give this one a try. And to Lanikai Brewing, cheers. This is the first one of yours I've been seriously just kind of blown away by. So, that's your beer review for tonight, folks. Cheers.